What's up, everyone? We are live. It is the 8th on Tuesday. So, Tuesday the 8th. And I changed my mic settings, so that's what I just did. So, I should sound really good now. And we are playing Black Red Midrange tonight. Tomorrow will be a Torment of Hellfire deck that we are still brewing out. So, we are good to go. Just waiting for the cards to show up, and then I'll get into the games, and off we roll. So, what's up, Tsunami? Like I said, just waiting on the cards to show up tonight. I'm running a little behind the times. So, it's frozen. But I'll give you a taste of the deck we are playing tonight. I want to check it out. It's been doing really well. A version of this took 8th this weekend. And then there's been a few 5-0s in leagues with something very similar to this. So, and there they are. What was that, hon?
Everything else is frozen, just the bottom. Well, everything else is fine, just the bottom bar is frozen. So I can't shut it down.
Control Alt Delete. It's got to be something with Chrome. I'll have to look at it. Alright, and we got a Never main board.
It's not even Chrome because Internet Explorer won't use it either.
Alright, so we got everything. It's actually kind of a control-y deck. Is what we're running. So pushes, Gifted Aetherborn, Grasp, Abrades, Doomfalls, 3 Lilianas, a Ruinous Path, Sweltering Suns, Kalitas, Chandra, Glorybringer, Goblin Dark Dwellers, which is a Blast from the Past, Flamecaller, and a Never to Return. And then in the side, we have some really good just black and red cards to fill it out. So let's run it. Let's roll. Yep, we'll love to go first. So I think we keep this knowing we're on 26 lands and have 2 things of removal with a possible 3rd right off. So, and I mean, we don't need to worry about push right off the bat, so Grasp and Abrade will do just fine. Especially because this could be a blue-red control deck. And we are fine with that. Alright, so we're just going to keep going up. I do like the add to Scavenger Grounds, as it takes away a lot of graveyard shenanigan. Alright, so I want to fire this off. See if our opponent will let this happen. If not, if they counter, we know they're control for sure. My gut is telling me we're looking at control shell. Oops. Did I choose the... I chose the wrong one. Well, we're just going to put the punt in right off the bat for the night. Whee! That's a punt. I want to look at your hand. No, I chose. Could be blue-red Eldrazi. Or mill. Don't know how our matchup is against mill. Play. So transgresses are going to be real good here. That Doomfall, if I had actually hit it right, would be even better. If they go to mill us, we scoop. Yep. So we don't want to let that happen. They know there's a Doomfall, but other than that, that's all they know. Alright, so... that's going to be good. Those will be... fine. The other Doomfall comes in. So there's really no creatures, but the suns can... The suns come out. I think we bring the other Glorybringer in. Other suns comes out. I just can't bring in enough stuff. I mean, Ob for Aruna's Path. I don't think they play creatures. I'd be very surprised to see a creature. So... Alright, yeah, this is fine. Keep. In black and red, it's really kind of hard on your enchantment removal. And if I Doomfalled right, we may have a shot here. So... Doomfall may have gotten us there, it may not have. Good news is we'll transgress on 2 and Doomfall on 3. Technically, Startled Awake is a creature. Oh, we're just going to start ripping apart hands. Alright. Fevered Visions first. So they had a Maniac Scribe. So this is the actual... Okay. So they got rid of a compelling argument. We should see Maniac Scribe here. We can kill it. This is fine. It's only with the top 3. They don't have Delirium. I'd like the Smoldering Marsh. The Lily would have been fine. Not great. There's a Lily. So I think I'm going to transgress again. Well, they're tapped out. And our Devastation really don't care about, so we'll get rid of the Startled Awake. So they can strategically plan. If they do, we will murder. Personally, I would like to get to Chandra, because I don't think they can handle a Chandra emblem. Sensor, Planning, Scribe. Okay. And now they're going to have 4 types once they crack that land. So we will have to murder the Manic Scribe. Alright, well, Manic Scribe's gonna die. Alright, it's dead. Alright, there's that. They still have some unknowns. I mean, they're not doing anything. I'm pretty sure they're just on lands. But let's target opponent. Let's hope I choose the right one. Yeah. We're going to choose the Illumination. Take them off card draw. Yep. I mean, right now, they're pretty much in a whatever state. I would like a land so we can start ticking up. Chandra? Please tell me they didn't draw it. Come on, no. Alright. That's fine. They made us discard. But we drew a land off the discard, so... I mean, we lost... And we drew another land. Alright, so let's start with the beats. I mean, yeah, I should have gotten a Lily started, probably. Yeah, they're pretty much out of everything. Firebringer. Three turns. Our life doesn't matter. If they play a creature, we can Dark Dwellers it away. So we don't have to exert Glorybringer. Alright, there we go. That's fine. So, Manic Scribe is going to murder... What would it get? Anything good? Lands. 3 lands. That's fine. That's fine. We're going to murder it. Alright. Let's Doomfall. Exile creature. Personally, I'd love to Frank Sandy my opponent and steal it with Gonti and beat them. Let's do that. Let's see if they trade Wandering Funeral. They can't because I have Menace. Good news. Down to 24. There goes another Glorybringer. Another creature. Alright, we are totally going to transgress my opponent here. Or not transgress, we'll Doomfall. Alright, let's Doomfall him. So we could take anything then. Just non-land. Doomfall. So it seems like he's got some action. Let's see what the action is. I mean, what do you got? Alright, so they had in a parade. That forced it. So they need to draw a kill spell to live another turn. One kill spell and they get there. Alright, they're looking. Alright, there we go. Draw. Alright, well, we still had another bringer, so that was fine. I think we run it back. I can't dispossess anything. Ruinous Path. I think we run it back. Alright. Now that my opponent knows what we're playing. Yeah, probably should have gotten that Lily online. We probably would have won just on the Lily emblem. But you always worry about them hitting like back-to-back great draws that ruin you. Alright, so we keep this. Oh god, yes. We have a turn 2 Gifted Aetherborn, turn 3 Liliana. Oh, wrong one. That's fine. We're going to go turn 3 Aetherborn. Or turn 3 Lily. I wanted to go Foreboding Runes with a reveal. Don't have it, don't have it, don't have it, don't have it, don't have it. Don't have it, don't have it, don't have it. Thank you. Boop. Alright, so they left sensor in. That's fine. Not what I wanted, but... Not what I wanted, but we have... We'll play Foreboding Runes. We got Gifted Aetherborn with an Abrade hold up. We'd like to see some of our... That's fine. Plan away. Transgress off the top would be fantastic here. We'd even take a Doomfall. Wow. Put a Startled in the yard? They've got to have some sort of... Oh, thank you. What do you have that you put a Startled... Oh, you had the Fraying Sanity. Yeah, no. No. Nope. Next turn, I can crack a Dark Dwellers, get Transgress again. What did I see again? So they can Collective Defiance us. Wouldn't love it, but, you know. And then we got Hour and Manic Scribe. So we're not going to commit too much to the battlefield because Hour is just going to ruin us. We have an ability to deal with Scribe. They've only got 3 types right now. Alright, so we can Abrade. And yeah. So I wonder if they fire off that Collective Defiance. So if they don't, I may go after it. The hand's shaping up too good. Alright, so let's do... Let's attack first, see what our opponent does. Alright, what do we got from our opponent? Alright. So unless they drew another sensor. Yeah. We're going to go Transgress. That's going to hit everything we want it to. So... we could force them to Hour, or Collective's going to take care of Dwellers anyway, so I think I'd rather just take the Collective and make sure they can't just take it from us, our hand, and make them Hour. I think that's what we gotta force now. It's just the Hour. Alright. Well, they didn't Hour. So they have one unknown? We're going to get a good hit on them. Yes, we're going to mill. Oh, that's helpful. Alright, well, let's do you. I just get take something. We're gonna take the Collective Defiance. Murder the Maniac. So it just gives us a little bit more reach, I guess, or if they play another creature, because they're gonna have to hour at this point. This is 6, puts them to 12. They're on 2 turns. So. Yeah, very true. I didn't even think of that, Immortalist. I was thinking about the reach. Alright, so play our land. They're tapped down. We are going to Doomfall them. Let's see what's in hand. Reveals his or her hand. I've been really curious to see how this deck goes. Alright, so we're just going to take the negate. The hard counter is exactly what we want to take at this point. We can let them cycle. Yep. Because they do have a startled in the yard, so if they try to bring it back, we will Collective Defiance it. And murder it again. So. Alright. That's 1 torch. Can we draw a torch? Torch would be real good here. I'd even go Liliana. You know what? Not even going to complain. Not even going to complain on that one. I mean, it has torches in it. Or fire. We'll go with it. Is it 4 to a creature? Yeah, 3 to opponent, 4 to creature. So. Yeah, got there. What were we drawing? Land, and there's a torch. Alright, sweet deal. Sweet. Sweet, sweet, sweet. Totally just didn't drop water on my phone. I don't know. Like I said, I'm trying to list stock before I go crazy and start making changes to it. I really want to see what it does. I've been really curious on it. I mean, we're fine with this. It's a pretty good keep, actually. Keep. With it 5-0ing a lot of leagues so far that we've seen, and then taking an 8th place spot, I could see why it would be good because it's got a lot of efficient removal. And with zombies and red being around, it's got a really good matchup against them. What I really want to test is its black-green matchup. So that's my big thing, is like I want to see where it goes with black-green. Shock upstairs. So this must be red then. Yeah, Earthshaker Kenra. We got red, folks. All right, well, let's see what we got. All right, so we'll probably abrade the Earthshaker here. We'll do this. Sean, long time no see, buddy. Congrats on your game day win. All right. Well, this is why I held the abrade. Because I'd rather just start trading. Yeah, you can crash her. Alright, well, very nice 5-star gamers. We always love to hear tales of our players doing well. It's a very cool mat. So we are just going to not attack. Yeah, we'll hold up. Alright, that's not a worry to us. That is. Alright, Chandra down, but we can wipe the board. You're going to have to lay it out flat and just put like heavy stuff on it. So Chandra should be dead. Yep, Chandra will die. That's fine. I mean, it's not what I want, but... Alright, so we're going to swing. We're going to gain some life. And then we're going to cast Sweltering Suns. And murder everything. And now we have a push open, so if they play something cheaper, we can kill it. Like that. Push that. All right. There we go. So I can see why this deck does really well against red. So they have an Obligator. Mm-hmm. They're going to steal my Kalitas. Punch me for 6. If we draw a land, we can abrade it, get a zombie. I mean, I'm not in fear of this. Oh, don't worry about it, bud. I'm glad to see you're doing so well. All right. Really want to land a Chandra. It's going to get punched for at least 3. So we have to exile that just so next turn I can land an unadulterated Chandra. And don't, Sean, we'll be there I'm going to be there all the time still, as much as I can be at least. I am just overjoyed to see how well you all are doing. All right, what do you got? That's an Earthshaker Kenro. All right, well, taking 4. So I could Chandra tick down. If we draw a land, we have the answer. Because we can push it. All right, well, that's not the land I want. So we're going to have to play with fire here and use Chandra as a 4-mana removal spell. And then we're going to swing. So, I mean, I get my opponent's got a lot of haste off the top of the deck. We also have Dark Dwellers in hand. And they drew a land. So they can Remnant Runes my Chandra. But that's not at my face. And that's fine. Like, I'm actually okay with that. That's by far the safest draw we could have seen. Alright, so we're going to Gifted Aetherborn. Just a really good solid blocker. And now we can just keep punching with Kalitas or Kalitas, or however you say the name. And we can just sacrifice a zombie if they try to kill it. That's a Hezeret. Yep. We have Doomfall. So I'm going to take 5 here because I'm in no danger And we're going to play the land. We are going to Goblin Dark Dwellers. Pick Doomfall. And target opponent exiles a creature he or she controls. They get to exile Hezeret. And we get to swing. Yep. Alright, so Chandra's Defeat's really good here. Doomfall, yet again, really good. So Sweltering Suns is good. Ruinous Path, I'm thinking they go into a Chandra package. I'm not 100% sure. So it's just one of those, like, you have to figure out where you want to cut. I don't think I go all the Sweltering Suns. I think we cut Chandra because we're not going to get into Chandra Wars. This is the better Chandra for this matchup anyway. Lilia is really good. Doomfall is fantastic. So I think we do cut 2 of these. So we're bringing a little more 1-1, and I think we cut a Never. Or, no, I think we cut the Path. Yeah. I think we run it like that. I am not 100% sure because this is the first time I'm playing said deck. So, while I'm not a fan of this hand, I think we do keep it because we will draw red, and I have 3 removal spells that are completely active. Alright, that's fine. We will most likely just murder that. Alright, so there's our red. We will reveal, and while they're tapped down, I'm just going to murder it. I know they wouldn't discard, but, you know, it's fine. Next turn, we can... Yeah, that's a Gorger. See, this is... They're keeping up with the ones. So... Here, we'll actually just pass. Oh, Grasp is fantastic against Hezeret. Alright, they're going to shock our face. That's fine. Our goal is to get to Kalitas. Once we get to Kalitas, it's... Yep, thanks for coming. So. Alright, so they're going to Madness in. That's fine. Alright, so we're going to Abrade. DD West 316, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the Spark. I mean, it is. Everyone welcome DD West to the channel. Alright, so we're going to play the Canyon Slaw. Because, let's just be honest here. Kalitas. And our opponent's missing on lands. There's a land for our opponent. Alright, so they drew the Crasher. That's cute. We're going to murder Crasher. We'll take 2. I can definitely see why this deck does so well against red. It hoses it. Like, straight up hoses it. Alright. So as long as they don't hit a Chandra... Kalidas is... Yeah. Scott Bro 20, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the Spark. You guys are on fire already. Everyone, welcome Scott Bro to the chat. Alright, so we're going to take one ouchie here. If it's Chandra, they can kill Kalidas, but we can murder Chandra. It's one of those... Okay, so they have Defiance, so they're just going to Collective Defiance our Kalidas. That's fine. We'll probably just pass because we have three really good cards in this matchup. So, just pass. Probably Chandra's defeat the Gorger just to save damage. While it doesn't feel great, our opponent's on 2 cards. If they Hazoret, we have Grasp. I mean, just murder it. It's a red card. It dies. Alright, so, I mean, we straight up just have the removal package now. So, a lot of their stuff is 2 or less. Fatal Push is great. And them playing a land go game versus me playing a land go game is a lot different. So, I'm fine with this. When you handle the initial grouping of them, this is where it just gets a little crazy. Alright, so that's a Courier. I'm going to murder that before it has a chance to do anything. Because our opponent may want to discard what's in their hand. It may be just straight garbage against us. And we just want to keep hitting our land drops. And we're getting a little light on... We need, like, one of our better spells. Like, a Liliana would be fantastic here. Or a Chandra. Or any and all the above. Gifted Aetherborn ain't bad. So. Is not bad. Alright, they had a... So it feels like they got a bunch of Abrades in hand. Alright. Fair enough. That's a Kenro. We're going to murder Kenro. They can get it back next turn. It's 6, right? Yeah, so they need another land. Scavenging Grounds couldn't come soon enough. Yep. No Earthshaker counters for you. And there's Hazoret. I'm not really going to kill it. So, can't really attack me or do anything. So we're just going to play the land go game till Hazoret decides to do something. You know what? I probably should because it'll discard next turn and I'll take an ouchie. So let me just murder it. Alright, now we need to start drawing action. Alright, that's a shock. All right, deck. No more lands. All right, more lands. No more lands. Come on. Chandra Flamecaller would be fantastic here. Okay, that's some removal. We'll take it. We'll take the removal here. No, that's a carry Zev. She's dead. We can play this game for a little while. I mean, I'm 2 hits from there we go. Yes. All right. Tick up. There we go. Whew. All right. That feels much better. That's a Village Messenger. That's going to be an ouchie. I'm sure it's going right at Liliana. No, it's going at my face. I know. Too bad we exiled Kalidas. But, I mean, it's okay. I mean, I'll just continue to murder things. Alright, so they got that. Kind of wish I knew what was in their hand. Because they've been, like, holding out. Alright, so they're runesing me. Alright. Didn't even redirect. Alright, God Gifted Aetherborn. Tick up. No targets. 2 more turns. 2 more turns. We have to live. And we have lifelink. So they got 2 more. 4 more technically. Alright, so there's the Abrade. They cannot runes me. We're going to make them runes a Liliana. Because if not, Liliana starts making me zombies. And I don't think my opponent can handle a Lilialt. Not many people can. So they will have to point some sort of damage at me and redirect a Lily. Just to stay alive. Alright, Collected Defiance. We'll do that. No. So they're going for the win. Alright. Well, let's see if we can race it. They've got 2 turns. And we just need to draw something. Still 2 turns. All right, there's 1. We may have just died. All right, let's see. Let's cycle. Deadlands, I don't think does us. We died. Alright, so game 2. Or game 3 will be. Yeah, game 3. Yep. Alright, we had the right game plan, just... I think we leave it as is. I don't see any reason not to. Yeah, I guess a minus for the Aetherborn. Alright, I like this much better. Alright, so it's a little slow, but we'll keep this because we are on the play. So Aetherborn on 2, Lily on 3, and hopefully just get the win. Because Lily handles a lot of their creatures. Courier's fine. I mean, they have to leave some removal in. So let's Gifted Aetherborn. If they Kenra, that's fine. Basically, it's as long as we dodge like any, an Abrade. All right, Kenra's fine. We kill Kenra. So we'll take 3 here. We'll kill Kenra. Alright, deck. No more lands, please. No more lands. Boop. Do-do-boop. And we're going to swing. Because if they want to Bombat Courier our Lily, that's fine. I just want to get my life total back up. And if they Earthshaker Kenra, we're not going to be able to block anyway. So Lily will take whatever number it's going to be. Basically, we just got to hope there's no... I was going to say hope there's no Crasher. Alright. Well, that's, I mean, it's running 26. I could see a reason to go down to 25. They're playing it like a control deck. But I also see where you just want to hit your land drops, because being able to play your spells is super important. Ooh, hello. Alright, well, we're going to do that. Hit them. Pray to God. Kalitas stays around. Nope, does not. But Tsunami, I definitely can see what you mean. Alright, so we're taking 4. I mean, I'd rather do this life total swing back and forth for right now. Alright, this is where Sweltering Suns would be amazing. Sweltering Suns, please, off the top. Sweltering Suns. Alright, let's... Hold on, we need to shuffle the cards around. Sweltering Suns. Yes! Alright. Shh, shh. Play cool. Play it cool. Yeah, I get that. Or you could just pray to the gods. And go. Pew. That felt good. That felt... Oh, this feels even better. Whee! What's up, Dove? The Flame Caller. Alright, that's fine. You brought in Chandra's Defeat. No, we're going to hit you for 6. And put you a lot lower in the life total race. Oh, that's rough. Alright, that's a messenger. That's, Alright. Here's an Earthshaker. Alright, well, that's gonna flip. We need to draw... We need to draw something here. I mean, we're not in... We have a lot of live draws. Alright, that is really good. Play the land for turn. We can pop Scavenger Grounds. Alright, no... Okay, Gorger's not a removal spell. Yeah, and I definitely get that. Like, I miss having my manlands. Alright, you attack with the Menace. I am going to swing with both my creatures. Yes. That works. Exiles. Alright, you exile a creature for me, please. Alright, here we go. I don't know which one's the best, honestly, Dove. I know the one I'm beating right now is playing pretty much the stock list that's been flying around. And sure. Sure. There's nothing else I can get out of the yard. Alright, so they're holding up a blocker. Alright, we're going to swing. Because we can eat our zombie for 3. And he gets 2 counters, which makes him a 5/6. So his plan to block with Kenra is just not going to work. Yep, And kill Kenra, gain 5. That puts him out of burn range. Yeah, shock to the face. That not really doing it. This has actually been one of the brews that's been floating around, getting a lot of 5-0s in leagues, and placed 8th place. A version of it placed 8th place in Minneapolis. So I wanted to try the black red deck, see if it's like legit. And so far, yeah, it's holding its own pretty well. So yeah, that was going to be some good draws. I just beat Mono Red. Took 3 games. The second game was really close. May have taken a different line. I might have won, but the first game was not even close. Second game or third game. Yep. It did really well. The deck itself is super good. If there's a lot of mono red in your store and zombies, this is the deck to play. This deck just destroys those 2 decks, bar none. I agree. I need a black-green player. That is what I'm most curious about right now. I need to know if how it holds up against the black-green decks. Yeah, we're fine with this. This is super keepable. You have nationals coming up. So do I. Improve my drafting. Any advice? It's going to be Ixion drafting, so Ixalan. So I have no idea what that set's going to look like to draft. Well, it depends on which nationals you're going to. We're looking at going to the October one in Richmond. So I'll be doing a lot of draft practice for that. But I'll also be finding a standard deck that I like. Alright, we'll do this and just say go. So you're actually still this set. I actually have not, believe it or not, drafted much of Hour. Normally I do that in the first few weeks of Hour, and just never. I got busy. This is God Pharaoh's Gift. Oh boy, they're gonna be sorely hangry when I have a braids. All right. Well, we have this. Target opponent reveals their hand, and we exile from it. All right. What do they got? Fairground Wardens. They have Refurbish. So I think we just take the Refurbish. It's a cat. Things I would love. One more land. There's the blue. Here comes a cat. So this is Jeskai Gift. Alright, that's a gifted Aetherborn. Believe it or not, actually holds up well against cat. So I wonder if they drew another. Okay, so Fairground Wardens. That's fine. If we have to, we'll main board abrade it. But they blew the Warden already, so. I'm saving the abrades for the gift. They're not. My goal is to make sure they don't get a gift online. That's it, Tsunami. No gift. This deck is just beaters. And not really good ones. Draw 2, discard. Wouldn't mind a Sweltering Suns here. But we'll take anything. We have not run in against control yet. So all the Champion of Wits are out of the deck. Alright. What's up, Cheeky? Alright, we'll play that. And we'll play that. It's a figure that's bad for them. I figure Kalidas is real bad for them. Alright, they got the Refurbish. Yep. So we're going to deal with one angry something. And it's going to be Champion of Wits. That's actually fine. Thanks. Believe it, I can't take credit for this one. This is I found it. It looked really sweet. I wanted to see what it did. So I think we just make a bunch of zombies. Oh yeah, we're definitely making zombies now. Now I see the Gisela. So if we draw a land, we can Chandra. Alright, they're going to strategically. This is where Dispossess will come in. Alright, sweet deal. So... we are going to blow that up and exile. And destroy target artifact. Hope they don't have a refurbish. They always have a refurbish, though. Nope, they do not. Alright, so they're going to take Kalidas. That's fine. This deck's not had too much of a problem closing out. It really is going to depend on what I'm drawing. Alright, Tormenting Voice. It's been a really solid deck. I'm not unhappy with it. I'm just trying to debate on how I want to do this. Alright. So... we can block the champion, but I can exert and kill that. But... we're going to do some stuff. Alright, that actually is kind of helpful. Alright, so I can... Chandra... on this. Tick up. Cast. Targeting. Oh, I gotta... I think I should have blocked. Yeah. I couldn't have done. I did it wrong. Should have blocked last turn. Alright. That's fine. I know what we're dealing with. Alright. Flame Color, not so good here. Nevers or... eh. Ruinous Path is eh. Lily is good in the beginning, so she might stay. A Braid is fantastic. Push. Kills a lot of their stuff. Do I want that? Doomfall I'm going to get rid of. They're going to flood the board with stuff. Kalidas is really good. Dark Dwellers, I'm not sold on here. Yeah, I don't think we go Dark Dwellers. And I think, well, do we leave the Suns in? Because all their stuff is super cheap. Yeah. Let's try it like this. I don't know. Still learning the deck, so we may lose to this just because I don't know what my proper sideboard is. But we're going to test it. Cannot keep this. Would love to. Cannot. 2 lands. Yeah. I mean, if we get a land on the scry, we're in line, and a Dispossess will pretty much shut this deck down to just a beater deck. So, and yeah, top that. No reveal. All right, that works for us. Just hope they're tapped down. That's all I gotta say. Go on, do something. Tap down. Yes. That's fine with us. We're so gonna dispossess you. Boop. Godpharaoh's Gift? Yep, there it is, right there. Sure. I'll take them all. They take them out? Oh, those cheeky little. So he moves into like a straight beater deck with Angel of Sanctions, Chandra. Okay. Interesting. Okay. Okay. So we may have sideboarded completely wrong, not thinking of a convertive sideboard. I did not see a transformative board coming. Anytime I played against a gift stack, it's pretty much just slam gifts as much as you can. So drafting, really there's a lot of good like Marshall's limited resources and all that. They really highlight the draft stuff. So that's, if I was going to start draft practicing, that's where I'd be. He doesn't have gifts in deck. So he's not bringing anything back out of the yard. Yep. LSV's brew review, or limited cards review. Seems really good. I do a lot of that beforehand, and I also scout out. Like, I'll buy some packs and open them, and then do pack one, pick ones, and basically kind of train your brain of what you're going to see. So, I think we abrade here. I don't. No, I think we might take the 2. Especially if our opponent doesn't do anything. We know they have a way to deal with Chandra. Or Kalidas. They have deck and cast out. So it's kind of like you'd like to get Cletus on, but you're going to get... Basically, you can't do both in the same turn right now. It's just not physically possible. So I think we Kalidas. And if they deck it, we can push the wits, which then gives us a zombie. So they're going to... Oh! We may have just gotten lucky. Alright, that's fine. So we can Chandra... Okay. Uh-huh. Alright. Don't make the dudes. Don't make the dudes. You made the dudes. This is a deck we may actually lose to just because we can't... Hint Elm. Alright, so I think... We Chandra? Yeah, I just realized that. Tick up. Braid Angel. Alright, so Chandra. Has that... Oh, I definitely get... Oh, someone's a little bit of a follower with the goldfish. Cheeky. That's a scoops right there. Alright, come on, no cast out. Alright, it's not a cast out. It's worse. But we're going to get it back. Alright. Alright, we'll kill champion. Kalitas. Seth's a good guy. From my area, so. Have yet to get to meet him, though. Ooh, we could do both. All right, so we're going to do this. Exile, see what we get. Hey, we got a Gifted Aetherborn off the top. I'll cast that. This could turn things around. This could turn things around. And they have 3 cards. We have 1 card. They have no way to get things out of the graveyard, which is fine with us. Unless they bring it back. Like Champion of Wits will be brought back here. We're going to bomb the Angel. Yup. Alright, so we may... Ooh. Alright. We could do both. So Lily tick up. Kill a servo. And swing. All right. So there's only one of Angel of Invention in the deck, so. Oh, I forgot they had the deck. Alright, that was a good deck. Yeah, we're getting punched hard. Yeah, I think we just die here. Alright, well, we drew Kalitas. Alright, I think we play it. No, because Glorybringer's going to... We need to deal with the Glorybringer. So let's crack a clue. Alright, now... We can... We can do this. And the servo is going to kill the Chandra. But we just dealt with the board. And now we can play Kalitas. I definitely agree, Twin. 2012. If I am saying the name right. I consider that a really good turn. I think they're going to champion here. It feels like we're seeing a champion. That's fine. If we draw a land, we can clue. At some point, I do need to deal with the whole Adorned Pouncer coming back. So... we're going to have to deal with that. Yeah, because Servo will kill Chandra. He discarded a bunch of lands. I don't blame him. Yeah. That's fine. Alright, so we drew a land. We're actually going to play the land because we do need to get to 6 lands. And Kalidas, we can do a little bit of racing here. And I don't think there's any black or red enchantment hate. I'm just trying to think. Alright, this has to be Pouncer. Yeah, no, another Angel of Invention. Oh, great. Thought I only saw one. Alright. So he made it big. That's actually fine with us. We'll take the 5 here. And then pray to God to draw an answer. Lily and answer. Alright, we could still Lily. I want to draw. Alright, play the land. Lily is not an answer right away. We have nothing in our yard. But we could tick on the champion for a turn. I might -2 her. I don't know if I want to. We don't run that many creatures, and we did cut some. I think we tick up. Or a tick there. Because basically, I think we're dead either way. We needed some way to handle... Yeah. I mean, if I had ticked on the servo, it would have been a 0-1. Yeah, and the cast out gets there. Alright, well, let's talk over the deck. I hate ending on it. Maybe, let's do one more. Let's do one more. I can't end like this. We'll try it. I'm learning to keep these hands with lands. And, yep, play. Because we were on a 26 land deck, so we're going to find it. So, tomorrow is probably an Abzan Torment of Hellfire deck. It was promised to one of our users. Play. So, I mean, Chandra's good. Yeah. Yeah, that was definitely an interesting deck out of our opponent. Totally convertive. This is ramp. All right. Yep, there is there's actually, how many Dark Dwellers are we on? 2 main? Yeah, there's 2 Dark Dwellers main. I did miss side completely against our last opponent, thinking that they would stay on the Godpharaoh gift plan, where they have a fully convertive sideboard that takes it out against black decks. And that is interesting. No, we're going to do this. Because I'd like to be as efficient as possible. Make some mana. And we can murder that right now because they don't have a land drop. So this is mono green Stompy. We should not have much of a problem with this deck. With all of our removal, it lands up really well. Ah, From Beyond deck. So they're trying to get big stuff out quick. Alright, we're going to exile. I mean, we don't... God, that's not what we wanted at this time. Nope. That's fine. Not really what you want to exile is the bigger version of Chandra, but... yeah, no need to exert. We're just punching. So, yep, you're making a 1/1. Champion Aronis. Oh, this is a Champion Aronis deck. Gotcha. Let's do this. We'll do that. Do that. And attack. Yeah, 2's about right. 2's been really good. There's been some games we've ridden the menace to killing our opponent. So it feels like this is an Ulamog deck. That's a Conduit and a Rune. Mono green Eldrazi with Champion Aronis with Desolation Twin. Huh. All right. Yeah, I think we got this. How do you play what? All right, so with this style deck, I think we bring in Transgresses and Gonti and Doomfall. Liliana not super good here. Ruinous Path and Never really aren't going to do anything for us. Oh, Magic Online is actually only PC. And you have to have Windows. So. What do I take out? I feel like those are really good in this matchup. Maybe shave the pushes. Yeah, sorry. Moto is just PC. I'm gonna keep this. It's a little risky. Yeah, that's what I was kind of thinking. I definitely agree. VQM. But I'm hoping the hand disruption does it for us. All right, so we're gonna do that. No reveal because we have nothing on turn 1. Turn 2 we transgress, and hopefully turn 3 do nothing. And then turn 4 profit. Alright, well, we're gonna profit. Alright, what do we got? Well, we're gonna take that and worry about the Hydra later. Yeah, because they have the Enreef Hydra. But I'm not too worried. And here comes a Druid of the Cowl. Alright. So they have enough to play Hydra next turn, which is slightly annoying. No, they don't. We are going to do this. Why exile a creature when you could just take what's in their hand? Yep. I'll take that Hydra. Thanks. And now we are pretty handled. The 2 threats are out of their hand. We can Gonti next turn. Death Touchy Gonti. Alright. And we do get to sculpt our hand a little bit more. So they have a Nature's Way. It gains vigilance and trample, deals damage equal to the power. Oh, Transgress into Brutal is... yeah. It's pretty much horrendous. I'm going to take that. We like our Nissa's Renewal. Yet again, it's just a Nature's Way. I'm assuming our opponent will not attack. Oop. Boop. We'll do that. Exert. We'll take out the Hydras. Because they can flip Hydra. They're not... What? Okay. Nature's Ways of Sorcery. If you plan on flipping it, you can't really do it. Because I deal 1 damage to each of them and they die. That was a really good turn. Death Touch. Yeah. Yeah, for the most part. You feel bad. Alright, so I think we keep up the pressure. And we just Doomfall. Well, let's make sure we're doing this right. Actually, you know what? We're going to Dark Dwellers. Actually, into a Doomfall. And exile target creature. And get Gonti in there. Yeah, it felt a little rough. But we have a 10. That's fine. Yep, got there. Yep. I really do like this list. I'm going to have to test it some more. I don't know if you're going to see it show up on stream again. You might. So let's talk about the list. So the list as goes is 26 lands. Could be too many. I don't think so. 2 push, 4 Gifted Aetherborns, 4 Grasp, 4 Braid, 3 Doomfall, which I'm going to tell you, Doomfall was an amazing card. Straight up. 3 Lilianas, which aggro absolutely hates a Liliana on turn 3. Especially if you Gifted Aetherborn on turn 2. It's kind of disgusting. Ruinous Path, Sweltering Suns. Kalitas is just lights out the best card, one of the best cards in this deck. Doomfall was a close, very close one as well. Torch was really good when she hit. Dwellers and Bringer kind of bring it home for us. And this list, so the original list was running the one that took 8th. The one that took 8th at Mini ran 4 Lilies, 3 Torch, cutting the Chandra, and I think the Never. Or the Ruinous Path. It was like one of those two. And that's the only change really it was made. So basically knowing that we're going to run into a lot of aggro, 4 Lilies. I just don't see running 4 of Walker at any time as a good call to me. But that's just me. I do like the Chandra Flame because she does close out games stupidly quick. And is a board wipe against aggro. Coming in the side, the Chandra Mirrors or the Mono Red. Playing Chandra, you just defeat her. More Sweltering Suns, more Bringers. The Dispossess, I know why it's there. We ran into a God Pharaoh deck. We actually lost because they're convertive. Yeah, it didn't have a sweeper. I almost think like maybe an Hour of Destruction or 2 in the list somewhere might be fine. I'm not sure because I know it kills all of our creatures. But it's one of those, trade-offs. Transgress the Mind against Control, I'm sure, is where you're at, or any mid-range strat. Doomfall was like I say, an all-star. Gonti's fine. It's not a bad call. So, all in all, I do give the deck a pretty good 2 thumbs up. And really enjoyed it. Tomorrow night, we're going to try to come out with the Torment of Hellfire deck. I'm still working on it where I'm happy. But that was requested by one of our users. So, we will be doing that for them. And then Thursday is an unknown deck yet. If you guys want to see one, let me know. But other than that, as always, thank you, everyone. A lot of new faces in chat. You all are awesome. Oh yeah, I mean, like I say, our or Yahinis, take your pick where you need the help. But like I say, guys, y'all are awesome. A lot of new faces. As always, if you like what you heard, hit that follow button, hit that sub button on YouTube. This will be on YouTube on Thursday. Thank you so much. And as always, if you want to leave comments, leave them below or in chat. Have a good night. I'll see you tomorrow.